Hello everyone. Yep, I think we can start now. Okay, I think we are live now. All right. Yep. Good day to everyone. And happy weekend. So I think for the past week, it has been quite a pretty fun week to play around with the forex, especially if you have been trading on the USD pair. I think it did quite a good move in the beginning of the week, and then after which it actually went. I mean, in terms of the USD, it actually went down, and for the non-farm payroll, we do see some movement as well. A pretty interesting movement as well. So, yeah, for today's this analysis, I will go through what we have uh, so-called predicted. I won't say predict, but more of like forecast what the market will be moving toward, or where the market will be moving towards, and then yeah, we along the way we anticipate what movement would there be, and then adjust accordingly to what has happened to the market. So yeah, to start it off, as usual, I will be looking through what we have went on before, like for the USD pair. So USD the last week, as of November 27, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I think Sunday. I actually posted up this. I was saying that USD it seems to be still hovering around this resistance. Sorry, not resistance, but rather a support level that we have seen over here 105.50. Yeah, 105.50, somewhere here lah. So yeah, price was sort of like holding as of last week. I mean, before the start of last week. So I was saying there might be a chance of it moving up, and then yep. So it happened that in the earlier like Monday and Tuesday, it did went up, but after which it actually broke down subsequently on from Thursday onwards. So I believe there's some um I can't remember what exactly was the announcement like. Yeah, so from Wednesday onwards, it actually went downwards. Yep. So USD actually changed its direction. But if you were to look at it as a whole, right, it's the downtrend. Then this is pretty much like a flag that is forming that broke down, and subsequently you should know that how you can trade is to go on the go on buys of the downside of the USD. So with USD being weakening, then you can go on long on the Euro USD or Pound USD as example. So yeah, this is the USD that we have mentioned. Then I did also mention that yeah, you can draw some similarities between this USD yen and US dollar. So yeah, if it were to hold, then of course it will um, pretty much break this previous high and then go on higher. But we can see that the price action wasn't really that strong in terms for the US dollar yen. So you do see some pullback. It can't even retrace enough to clear this last high. So yeah, when something like this actually happens, yeah, it is a full I call it a three bar reversal. So you have a green bar, and then you have in the middle you have something like a doji. Okay, so yeah, maybe I can just go on to the chart itself, then we can see it clearer. Okay, okay. So yeah, over here. So I was saying that yeah, we can't even clear this last high, and then eventually what the price did from Monday to Thursday was a bit of grinding on the sideway if you were to look at the higher time frame. But of course, if on the 1 hourly, okay, pretty much is the same as well. So yeah, it's not very strong in particular. So that at the back of your mind, you should take note of that, and then accordingly act as it shows some sign of weakness, especially for this type of trend, downtrend. Okay, so yeah, I mean this level like mid trend line, long term trend line support zone, or you can call it a supply demand zone. They are important for you to take note of, but also do keep in mind that things changes. I mean, yeah, support can be eventually not being a support anymore. Like for example in this case. So once the support actually broke, right, and you do have something like this over here, like I mentioned just now, I was trying to explain what this 3 month reversal. Yeah, you have a bullish strong green bar, and then you have a doji bar, or it can be a very small body bar in the middle of these two. So you have a engulfing bar that actually engulfs the pretty much all of this bar. So it is a very decisive move that tells you that okay, I think the market maker, or let's say the bigger institution, they are trying to push the price further down. And then if you went on, I mean if you have traded this pair, you would also know that this should be a line that you need to monitor as well, because once this break and things might turn ugly, right? Like what actually sorry, what has actually happened here. So yeah, give me 1 minute. So yep, this is something that you want to look at. And yep, so yeah, actually broke down, and yeah, it went down very decisively, and after which it came back downwards. And I believe this is the non-farm payroll where there's a strong pullback, but eventually it still goes down. So yeah, this is what I just wanted to go through, how you can have a plan for yourself. Look at where are you now, and what will likely happen, and what will likely not happen. The the likely not happen scenario, it might happen as well. So yeah, you need to have both side of the coin to understand whether you want to go on long or short, and then yeah, have certain bias, but not too biased until you you think that you are always right, and not considering the other alternative option where the price might move as well. So we know that for price, it will either okay, three possibility, like it will go on range like this, or it might eventually break out, either way, go up or down. So yeah, nothing is for sure for 100%. It can happen in yeah, the way, even the way that you have least expected. So yeah, that's that much I'm good. I mean, I would like to share. And then I think I also, yeah, mentioned about this cat yen. So cat yen, as you can see from this dollar yen, you would likely know what is the possible outcome of the cat yen, right? Because since the yen is being so strong, pretty much cat yen will be on the downside as well. In fact, for this cat yen, it actually started also, yeah. I mean, it has already been quite bearish as compared to the other yen crosses, if you were to look at the higher time frame, etc. So yeah, this is a very strong signal to tell you that it is under very heavy distribution. You see, it can't form a higher high, especially after this area, right? So yeah, prices came down, and then I think I did mention about this trend line. It to either hold, or it can break down. So but eventually, of course, it broke down, and things get ugly after that. So yeah, you can refer back to my trading ideas. I think I did mention about this as well. So yeah, that's something you can go on to look up. Yeah, so this is a very classic breakout, and then we test on the 4 hourly. So if you go down to a low time frame, you can take up opportunity to actually short this Canadian yen. So what actually happen after that is 28th of November, after this after this consolidation, it actually came down again, and then it consolidated again and came down. So even before the yen show weaknesses, like for example over here, right? So from the 28th, it still ding dong a bit. I mean, it didn't go down significantly, but if you compare it with Canadian yen, you did see that there's a strong downward push on the Canadian yen, even on last month, last Monday itself. So there's a break, and then eventually you should know what you need to do is basically to look for short, because the trend is pretty much set in place. What it will be doing in the subsequent. So if you are a pullback trader, you will be looking at pullback for you to go on short, etc. So that's how you can actually sort of like, if you are able to identify or single out which currency or which major is the weakest one as compared to a stronger currency. So in this case, now, I mean, what you can do is look at the chart. You should know that, um, cat yen is the one that is pretty weak as compared to the, let's say, pound yen. Okay, Aussies is quite weak as well, as I mentioned before. But yeah, the New Zealand yen is not that weak as compared to the CAD yen. In fact, New Zealand dollar, as I mentioned last week, is a pretty strong currency as compared to the other major. Okay, so that's what I wanted to bring across uh, in this analysis, and just a bit of the sharing, a bit of in-depth sharing on how you can view the market. So I think without further ado, I think we can move on to what we have actually or rather what I have actually analyzed for the week to come. Okay, so last week we actually have went on to look at the US dollar, and was mentioning that this level, or rather, if you look at the higher time frame, this area. So this area, the price came shy of like maybe half a dollar more before it actually reached this zone. But just take note that this zone is a pretty uh, a zone of interest for the USD. Okay, so it might have something happening over here that cause it to turn up eventually, or maybe it will just continue going down. But from what on the look of itself right now, you do see that the last low here was actually broken, I think, since the start of Thursday, right? So USD has been weak, starting of Thursday, especially after. Oh yeah, I remember what actually happened. So this is the what you call that? It's not FOMC. Powell actually came out to have some speech, right? I think was quite bullish for the market, in terms of bullish for the other majors except for the USD. So I think people were interpreting that the rate hike will be reduced. So they are like ever since selling the USD. So again, on I think Thursday, I mean Thursday as in, okay, so everything over here is Thursday of Singapore time, or whatnot. So Thursday of Singapore midnight. So there's this strong reversal downwards, and pretty much after which you know that this type of strong engulfing bar, and it is pretty decisive of where it want to go eventually. So anyway, there's the lower low that's formed. So eventually, okay, this was the last week. So eventually, what will happen is that I think we should be looking at pullbacks for us to go on short, and my bias for the currency will be the same. So yeah, in terms of which one I will look to short first will be, of course, Aussies dollar USD, or in terms of going long, then of course I will look at dollar Canadian. So yeah, last week I also mentioned about dollar Canadian going up and things like that. But if you were to pair a not so strong, like for example USD has not been strong, or rather it has been weak since the start of October. So likewise, if you want to go on long on US Canadian dollar, I mean you can, but um, probability of it sustaining that movement, it might not be that high as compared to if you are able to pair a weak pair, I mean with a strong currency and a weaker currency. So like example I mentioned just now about Canadian yen, right? So Canadian, as I mentioned, is pretty much a weak currency for the past one 2 months. Yeah, 1 to 2 months. Yeah. And then Canadian Aussie dollar has been weak. So yeah, if you want to look at let's say going forward, yeah, you can go on short. If I mean if you were to um if let's say USD is going to go on a more bullish stance, then yeah, you can look to go on short for this type of weaker currency, Aussie dollar USD, or going on long on dollar Canadian. Yeah, because this is the inverse of what is happening. Okay. Okay, so that's my take on the US dollar majors as a whole. So yeah, just to take note that this type of I mean this is like a hangman on a daily time frame. Yeah, price was able to push down and then it pulled back up again. So yeah, there is a bit of the bearish camp coming into this picture already. So yeah, just to think of that, but pretty much the trend is still very healthy going forward. And also yeah, take a look at this pound dollar. It is it is almost, or rather it is at a turning point already. So yeah, just take note of that. But of course, not to go on short immediately. You need to see how the thing unfold on the lower time frame and stuff like that. Okay. So that's yeah, that's on the US dollar major. So let me see what I have also mentioned. Okay, so yeah, I think I also mentioned about US dollar Swiss franc. I mean on the broad overview, I have already mentioned my biasness. So yeah, for US dollar Swiss franc, if this support level is to give up or eventually break down, then yeah, you should know what you can expect out of US dollar Swiss franc, right? So US dollar Swiss franc over here. Okay, let's go up. Yeah, you do see that the on the daily time frame, this is a pretty significant level to watch. So likewise, like just now I mentioned about pound USD, it is also reaching a certain level that you can take note of. But since this is a pretty strong downtrend, then yeah, we would expect let's say support to be taken out. So that there's a bit of this um breakdown on this structure really. You don't you don't really see any strong um bullish push on this price. So yeah, if things were to go down further, you should be looking to take a shot on this dollar Swiss franc. Okay. Then after which I also mentioned on my trading idea. These are all on the trading idea already. So if you would like to take a look more on it, or let's say refresh your memory after this video, you can take a look as well. So Euro New Zealand and Pound Swiss franc are two of the pairs that I will be looking at as well. Yep. Among other pairs. So yeah, this is how the Euro New Zealand has been moving since the start of October. It has been it has already formed this rounding top that should tell you that it is either going to distribute or it's going to consolidate to move up further. I mean go up further. So yeah, it has distribute. I mean, this on the high side distributed um, fairly long time, maybe almost about a month before it eventually came down, and then there are certain pullback and stuff like that for you to go on the short side. So yeah, this was the distribution, but of course you can see that this is like a rounding top, and your bias should be for it to go down. So in between, maybe what you would like to do is to short on the pullback, but of course, things should be clearer, and you should wait for, or if you are on playing on the higher time frame, you should be looking at it to yeah, give me 1 minute, to go on a short after this or not consolidate. You can whatever you call it, like consolidation or a this distribution. Yeah, so this was the support that you see to break, and this is quite a decisive break and retest before it came up all the way down. So it has moved quite significantly to the downside. So we know that euro against the New Zealand dollar has been uh, pretty weak, and should it still continue going downwards? Let's take a look at the daily time frame first. Where are we at? So right now we are actually at a level that was tested before. Then it sort of held up for a while. Then it came down, and then it got retested again. So after that, like after since September, we haven't have been able to come back to this level again. So this zone might be a place for of interest. It might start to go a bit ding dong here and there. So yep, it came down, and you do see a strong push back up, and it came down again. So I think that the price action over here might be a bit whippy, or it might also retrace a bit more before it come down. So yeah, just watch this level, whether does it go down even further more, or it might go down a bit more before it start to range again. So in general, I would say that this price zone, you need to take note a bit on this price zone. Yep, and then bias of course is still on the downside unless we do see some significant pullback. Yeah, or rather significant correction on this. Okay, but right now it's still on the downside itself. So that's Euro New Zealand. Then pound Swiss franc. So pound Swiss franc, I think I have went over it before the previous time as well. So yeah, this was what I actually mentioned. I think was last week. So there's this channel that is come, pullback channel of this deep up move. So there's a pullback, quite a deep one, but the thing is, okay, I mean, I will go over again. So we know that it has broke out, and eventually it should continue to go on the upside, right? Yep. So this was this is what actually happened on the higher time frame correction, and then it is going to go back up again. So yeah, the price since last week, as I mentioned, right, it did have a pullback, and these are the area I think you should look for long if let's say you have follow this pair as well. So yeah, pretty much over here or maybe here, you because we will know what will be happening over here. So we might also take a loss here, especially um, if we were to enter at this level. It did rally, but yeah, eventually it came down to retest this level again. So yeah, this this level might not be somewhere that you have long, but if you were to go on to take a look at what happened. Maybe here is somewhere that you will go along. So I mean, yeah, that how you're going to enter, it depends on what type of trader you are. Whether you want to play on the breakout, like for example, in this case, you you do have a yeah have a decent inverse head and shoulder for you to look for breakout to go on the long side if you are still on the bullish camp, right? So yeah, on the higher time frame, I do believe it's still looking good. So yeah, higher high. This is just a higher low that it is forming in order for it to push to go up higher. So for the week to come, just take note that on the daily time frame, this is actually a very strong, not say very, or rather, I won't use the word very because it does happen that very strong support or resistance is just broke. Okay, so yeah, just be mindful about this. What you call that? A competitive. No. Okay. Basically, a supply and demand zone that has been tested pretty much frequent. I mean, in terms of the price action, you do see there's a lot of this price action in this zone. So I can't exactly remember what is the word I should use. So and anyway, yeah, you know what I mean. When especially there's a lot of buy and sell in this zone, it's a very competitive. Yeah, uh, an area that is competed very fiercely previously, and so right now it's coming back to here again. So yep, I'm not sure what will happen, but it's either that the price could go up a bit more. So let's see what actually uh, will happen. So just now I team up that level. I think somewhere here one 550 or 570 around this range. You might get to see some uh, you see the price to magnetize towards it, and then maybe eventually it have some strong rejection where there's a lot of this buyers that actually got trapped since maybe from here. Yeah, the buyers got trapped. Yeah, I mean I don't know how they gonna hold here, but we know that there are but or rather maybe there are buyers here. They wanted to just get out from that position. So there are people who actually are looking to go on the go on to sell that position. So yeah, this is especially true when the price point has or the price zone has a lot of this buy and sell, or it has been tested many times. So yeah, it might go up and then it eventually come down. But yeah, just take a look what will happen event on this 1 hourly, and who knows, it might also be forming a double top before it eventually go up higher. So it might break down, retest some level. Yeah, we will know what will be happening, but we know that our bias for this pound Swiss franc is still on the upside. Nothing much has changed on the daily or on the 4 hourly. It's still pretty bullish and stuff like that. We still have high, although it did manage to break higher on Friday itself, maybe because it's already on the Friday, things are already closing out, or yeah, maybe it's just nobody wanted to push it further up. So yeah, let's see Monday, Tuesday, what is what the market actually will tell us or drop us some hint before we move on to yeah, execute our trade. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to go through on this week analysis for the next, and also of course just now I've make use of quite substantial time to go through I what we have actually anticipated, and what the market has how the market has moved over the last week that has passed. So yeah, hope you all has grab something that you think is useful, and if you really feel that my this all this video actually help you to understand the market better, yeah, you can give me a like, give me a boost, and follow me on this trading group. Yeah, thanks so much for your time. We will speak again next week.